All right, guys, good morning. And I just realized I am out of coffee. Phooey. Dang. Anyway, I'll manage for a few minutes for this morning. How's everybody doing? How you doing? How you doing? Oh man, no coffee? I forgot to get some. All right, well, before we start, let's start off with a quick joke. This one's for Tim and everybody else. Why was the Avon lady walking funny? Because your lipstick. Bada bing, bada boom. I got some funny friends, let me tell you. All right, so for today's poll question is how often do you shut up? How often do you replace your personal computer, your PC, your home computer? How often do you replace it? It's been a while for me. Do I have anything else to drink besides water here? Anyway, that's the question. So for this morning, without the coffee, it's going to be rough, but I'll do my best. Anyway, once again, you can download the ad-free versions of these podcasts on the TOS Today Patreon page. I was going to replace my computer after when my dad came in and flew from Rome back in 2019. I was planning on replacing my computer the following year. Then, of course, we know what happened. The pandemic hit, and that changed all the plans. And I thought, well, maybe this year. But then right before Father's Day, my son decided to blow the engine on his Lexus, driving the car with the bad water pump. And that changed my entire summer. Because have you ever tried searching for a used Lexus in like redneck country? Like where I live? Yeah, it's all trucks and rigs and monster trucks and more monster trucks and big tires and... Anyway, I'll be all right. So, no new computer, at least not this summer. We'll see how things go later on during the year. Maybe I'll get a big fat check from Google AdSense. That would help. So make sure you share this, subscribe, and contribute if you can. So the poll question is, how often do you replace your personal computer? Normally I would guess once every 4 or 5 years. But in these post-pandemic times, I will guess you replace your computer only when necessary. Only when you have to. Now, for me, over the years, salvaging or keeping outdated PCs alive has been easier with Linux. Some versions of Linux, not all of them. Out of the 600 choices, really only 5, I think, are really, really good that can compete with your Windows and Chrome OSs of the world and MacBooks. So, for me, thanks to Linux-based systems such as Chrome OS, Linux Mint, Zorin, and a few others, I've been able to salvage this PC, by the way, is a Lenovo which originally had Windows 7. Yes, that Windows 7, dual core machine, 8 gigs of RAM, maxed out, nothing fancy. And even though I was able to install Windows 11, a modified version of Windows 11, I usually run Linux Mint on this one. On my Dell, that one's got an older Core i7, which is fine. That also has Linux Mint and a modified version of Windows 11. So my next PC will probably be a Ryzen 7 if I buy one this year. We'll see. I'm still shopping for a car for my son. We'll see how that goes. Man, I hate shopping for cars. I hate it. It sucks up the whole day. And you still may not cut a deal. But that's a different topic. So how often do you replace your PC is the poll question. I'm guessing only when necessary. Totally a guess. No coffee really sucks this morning. Anyway, all right. Let me jump into the chat this early morning. See if anybody's here. Looks like we're in the green on OBS Studio. Lennox Smithing's looking good. And okay, let's use in the chat. CFWW is in the house. Hello to all. Plan on keeping your 2017 computer for at least 10 years, running MX Linux Debian. Very good. MX 23.3. Yeah, MX is very lightweight. Should be stable based on Debian. Stable? That sounds good. It was the best you could afford at the time. Yeah, it looks like computer prices, parts have come down, CF. Even car prices seem to have stabilized out of their wackiness over the pandemic time. But it seems like at least refurbished ones that I've been looking at, the prices are fair. I was looking at a Ryzen 7 PC with 16 gigs of RAM for about 400 something, which isn't too bad for what I need it for. So it looks like computer prices have stabilized. These outdated PCs that I have to watch because when you're doing live streaming, there's a lot more stress on the processor. So I can't really do these in high definition, let alone 4K. Forget that. But streaming like this, not a lot of background processes, it seems okay. Of course, editing on these, it's possible, but it takes forever. It can be done. So yeah, my next purchase would have to be at least a Ryzen 7. There's a few good deals out there. Lenovo desktop. Okay, that's what I'm running now. A Lenovo dual-core desktop. Originally had Windows 7. I wonder how many people actually buy desktops versus a laptop. I have a laptop. I have a ThinkPad that I haven't used that much. I bought one, used one for my birthday this year, gift to myself. Windows 11 on it. Love ThinkPads. They do Linux perfectly. But I just don't use it that much. It's there if I need it. In fact, I'm probably due for a lot of updates on it. But yeah, I'm usually on one of my two desktops, either my Dell or my Lenovo, or on my Motorola phone. Almost forgot I got a $20 gift card for Subway. I'll have to use that later. Get a sandwich. Anyway. The local Walmart has 8 different choices for a Chromebook. How about that? Of all places. I don't know how many they sell, though. Yeah, I should go there and ask someone if they even know what a Chromebook does, but that's encouraging. So anyway, this Friday, I'll have a free day off. Let's see. Weather forecast should be good, so if I go car shopping, at least it won't rain. I have to drive an hour freaking away to look at a car. See if one of my friends can come with me. Anyway. So what's new, CFW? Anything else new? So you're listing a Lenovo Idea Center. Huh. Is that like a high-end desktop? All right, Core i7, okay. Built 2018. All right. Yeah, I've always had good luck with Lenovo's and ThinkPads. I really can't say anything bad about them. So, the one I was looking at was an HP, I think, refurbished, the 1-year warranty. Yes, back then. Okay. So, I'm pretty happy with mine. Just got to get a faster one. Editing videos on this takes forever, and I can't really stream in high def on this older processor. But hey, it's still running. I got to give both Linux and Windows 11 credit. Able to keep this one running, and it's been salvageable. Not bad at all. All right, not having coffee really doesn't make my day. I'll stick around for a few more minutes, see if anybody else jumps in, then I'll wrap this up sooner this morning. Got to make note to get coffee. Yeah, it's getting outdated. Yeah. If you don't do editing, multimedia, streaming, you can keep outdated PCs running. It's not that hard. Like I said, this one here was 2011. It still runs, barely, but it's it's running. But 2018, yeah, if you're not going to do all this stuff, it should be perfectly fine. If the computer's built right, it should last 10 years. Hey, that's more than most American cars, so there you go. Had two friends of mine, both with GM cars, both engines crapped out before 50,000 miles. Boy. All right, is there anything else, CFW, before I wrap this up for this morning? I'm going to cut it a little bit short. Jump online real quick on autotrader.com. Look at cars real quick before I wrap it up. Hello, Tim is in the house. With Linux, I do not purchase new computers anymore. Okay, that's cool. You've been using your computer for about 10 years. Excellent. Yeah, this Lenovo is from 2011. The Dell is from 2013, I think, Core i7. I bought that used, refurbished in 2019. There's a recycling computer place thingy here in town, just across the bridge here. I bought that, and it works. Well, thank you, CF. Great to have you here. I want to say hi to you too. But yeah, both the Dells and the Lenovo's are still running. I don't really use laptops that much for live stream. I'd have to, hook up an adapter for HDMI, get a wireless mouse and all that ready going. It's a little bit more work. I guess I'm just lazy. That's why I don't use my Chromebook that much for live streaming. Yeah, I have two desktops. One here by the big screen TV, and then one by the computer desk. And that's how I do these things. In the mornings, it's nice for me as I do my morning stretches as I talk to you guys. And that's how I start some of my mornings when I have time. If I do my morning stretches, it seems like my legs aren't as sore as much after the end of the day, So, Tim, what's new with you? If you haven't noticed, ransomware continues to be the big news. Guess car dealers got hit with ransomware. They had to pay off a ransom. I don't understand that one. Where's your backups? Right? All right, so if that's it for this morning, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I need to run some updates on the ThinkPad now that I think about all this computer stuff. Make some notes about going to the grocery store today, at least getting some more coffee for the Keurig machine. Keurig machines are great. It doesn't quite taste the same as a regular coffee pot maker, but you can't beat the convenience of a quick K-cup of coffee and some creamer and sugar, and you're good to go. That's another thing I need to get is creamer. I keep forgetting to get that. But yeah, I like to start my mornings off with coffee, and I forgot to get some yesterday. Anyway, all right, so the question is, how often do you replace your computer? Tim says about every 10 years. Yeah. Hey, if it works, might as well keep it. Less stuff to recycle, right? And by the way, if you sell your computer and recycle it, pull the hard drive. Pull the drive, pull your personal stuff. Don't. I wonder how many people have no clue. Oh, I sell it to her. I gave it to recycle with the hard drive. Yeah. Oopsie. Yeah, always pull your personal stuff. If you don't know, just someone will know. If you go to a recycling center, ask them to pull it for you. Just stick it in a plastic baggie or something, and yeah, at least do that. Or at least have somebody wipe it. But it's usually best just to pull the hard drive if you're going to sell a computer or something like that. I have a gateway I might sell to someone. I just pull the SSD and keep it, just reuse the SSD for something else. So there's another tip. If you're planning on recycling or selling your computer, pull the hard drive, or nowadays they're SSDs. Yeah. Keep your stuff private as much as possible in today's non-private world, sadly. All right, that's all I have for this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Be safe out there. Enjoy the summer, and I'll catch you on the next one. Arrivederci, my friends.